7 o'clock. Check it out Tuesday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I am Tamara. Give me a hidey-ho. Let me know who I'm hanging out with tonight. It's going to be a lot calmer than Mystery Card Monday because we're not having some commenting frenzy. Right? Tuesdays are a lot more relaxing. Let me know who's out there hanging out with me. And we'll get this party started. Don't know what I'm doing. I've been in my craft cave all day. Not working on this though. I had planned to. However, you know me. I actually prefer to wing it. I don't like being prepared on Tuesdays. I like to just kind of go with where things take me. Hi, Shayla. Nice to see you. Kiddos are in bed. You get to hang out with us tonight. Hi, Shelley, Melanie, Chris Stone's from Australia, Janet, Tracy. Happy Tuesday. Check it out Tuesday. I'm going to start while people are popping in and I'm doing the old hi. I'm going to do the shameless plug. Here, I thought I was a week and a half ahead. I'm only 2 days ahead. But hey, I am ahead. So let's mark the calendar down for that. I honestly, I thought I was super ahead of the game. But anyway, it's okay. I'm having my tulip class. What's it called? Tulip Fields class. That is on February 18th at 6:30 at night. This is the Tulip Fields stamp set. And these are the Tulip Fields dies that are anything but in place. They are on page 15 of the catalog. They are on page 17 of the catalog. Now, originally when I planned this class back in December, all I knew was that I was going to do the dies because I love the dies and I wasn't convinced that I loved the stamp set because there's no sentiments. What am I supposed to do with a stamp set with no sentiments? Now, of course, Stampin' Up, they're not dumb. I like these dies and I like this set. So, of course, they're in different bundles and they know me. I can't do that. So I now own all of these. But originally I was planning just to have the dies. But when I put out the brochure or the flyer for the class, I said it's $80. Well, I can't just charge $80 for the dies. That's not okay. That's like a ripoff. That would be like the dies are only $45. And so I put it out there as $80 and some people signed up and then they said, oh, but we want the stamp set. I'm like, okay, yeah. So long story short, we're getting the whole bundle. $80 is the class fee. For that, you get the stamp set and the dies and a celebration item of your choice. Hi, Donna. Oh, look at all the people who are sneaking in while I'm chatting. Who have we got here? Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Jen. Hi, Christine. Hi, Barb. Barbara, not Barb. Barbara. Sorry, that was very, very familiar of me. Hi, Brenda TB. Hi, Donna. Right, so $80, add $10 if you're long distance. And I thought, yeah, I'm weeks ahead because it's not until the 18th of February, and today's only February 1st. But I have to order it. I have to get them in the mail by Friday for my long distance people. I have to get them in the mail to Ottawa by Friday. So if you'd like in on this class, please register before noon on Thursday. These are the cards we're going to make. I am crushing so hard on this card. I don't know why I'm loving gray. I love it. Look, little white tulips, little white clouds. I do all the hard work. The thinking of you, because this stamp set doesn't have any sentiments, I pulled out the special moments set. There we go. It's a free celebration item with a $120 order. And this stamp set will do sentiments for all three of these cards. These two cards have sentiments from the other tulip set, which is the flowering tulips. So some people have that, some people don't. But if you don't have it, that's okay. I'm hoping that you have the special moments because this set will work here. The happy birthday would fit here instead. No, that's the thanks. That would fit anyway. But the happy birthday fits nicely there. So you could do that one. And over here, there's this one that says, where would I be without a friend like you? That would fit nicely here too. So if you have this stamp set, it's not included. However, you do get a $60 celebration item of your choice with it. So what's happening? What? Who? Huh? What? Yes, it's 7 o'clock. Hi, Princess. Hi, Mary. Hi, Trina. It's a nice bundle, Jennifer. Gray is classy. Thank you. How much for the class only? Trina, I usually do my classes for $35. Yeah, class only will be $35 if you already have the bundle. That's the word I'm looking for. Hi, Hope. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. My newest trailblazer, Wendy. So excited to have you on the team. Okay, Jen. I will, because you're confusing me anyway. Anyway, so there's my plug. If you could, feel free to message me right now. The sooner I order the better. Yes, Carolyn, isn't it nice? I'm surprised that this set is not available in Dutch. I found that very odd. Just found out Katie's new best friend's mom knows Tamara. Oh, cool. Who's Katie's new best friend? And who's her mom? And how do I know her? And does she like me? Anyway, those are the cards we're going to make. Now, tonight, let's move on to tonight to see what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Anybody else know what we're doing? I don't know what we're doing. I have an inkling of what we're doing. Hi, Debbie. Okay, so let's put, oh, here's another card I made. But this one I don't think made the cut. It's kind of cute too, though, right? If I would have just scooched this word over a little bit more. It's over to the left a little bit. And then it's nice and springy. And again, the sentiment is from that special moments. Boyfriend. Trina, now you're confusing me too. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So, and this is another one that I showed you this one last night, but that one didn't make the cut. I don't like the colors on that. So, anyway, I digress. Gerald, help me out here. I'm floundering. Okay, tonight I want to play. Do you like this one too, Donna? Yeah? This one just reminds me of a picture. I don't know, like little snapshots of a Polaroid. I don't know. And it's springy or something. Could be good for Easter. I don't know. If I didn't have to have them in the mail by Friday, I'd say let's do all 4 of them. I should, right? It's not that much more die cutting. I'll see. I'll contemplate it. For now, it's just the 3, but if I get bored, maybe we'll do 4. Okay, so tonight I wanted to have a little play with this bundle. Your biggest fan. Donna, you want to do all 4 of them? Okay. Donna wins. I don't have the fight in me tonight. We'll do 4 cards, you guys. All 4. All right. I might have to bump up the price to $40 though, Trina. I'll see. I didn't price out a card only option for that one. Depends on how. No, that's not that much more die. Maybe. I don't know. See, now I'm just floundering, and it's 7:08 out. I've done nothing yet. What does not blow? I know, right, Donna? This bundle, I hate it. So of course I bought it. Tracy made me, but I trust Tracy. And so I have it. And I thought, what am I going to do with this? But then I was looking at these samples and I went, well, okay, they're pretty all American. They're all pretty red, white, and blue. But if you look at the back, let's look at the back here, people. This one, Donna, let me know. This one blew my hair back. We're going to make this card tonight because I love it. I know. Look at this sample, though. I love it. And we can change it. It doesn't have to say most valuable dad. It could say, hooray. It could say, you're amazing. It could say, I don't know. But I like it. The colors appeal to me. And when I started looking at the recipe of it, though, because us demonstrators have access to the recipe on how to make this, I went, wow, there's a lot of steps to it. So I better get cracking because it's going to take me an hour to do this. I know, I was the same, Chris. Stones from Australia. I like the font, though. And I need a Father's Day card, even though he's not into sports. I mean, tickets. You could use tickets for anything, right? Let's make this card, shall we? Okay. All right, let's do it. I also, next, I wanted to make this one, too. I bought this bundle. I don't love the bird, but I love these. Very finicky, but I love them, so I got them. Okay. Let's start. It says in the recipe that that is made with, I'm going to keep this right here so I know what I'm doing. So it's made with Sahara sand. And I love this color. I actually use it quite, well, I would say quite a bit. Okay, I might lie. I don't use it quite a bit. I use it. It's pretty. I like it. It's between vanilla and crumb cake. It's, oh, that's not okay. Focus. Thank you. All right. So I'm starting with a base of Sahara sand. Now, I was very confused as to how they made this. It looks like it's gone through an embossing folder, and it's, okay, stay focused. You see, there are little lines. I'm like, well, it kind of looks like the brick embossing folder, but it's not. Yeah, I'm not a flower girl, so I bought that set. I guess that, no, it's just, Tracy said buy it. We're using it for the extravaganza. So I bought it, and she's made some great projects with it. So I had to buy it too. Easy to turn a black circle into a record, and now it's a concert ticket. Oh, see, Tracy, I'd say she drinks when she stamps. She comes out with all these really weird ideas, but they're brilliant. But she doesn't drink, so I can't accuse her of that. I digress. Again, here's my base. I found out from the recipe that this is not embossing foldered. It is simply scored. So I am going to bring in my Simply Scored and my stylus. Oh, words are hard tonight, you guys. And I'm going to see if I can figure out approximately how far apart these lines are. They're pretty close together. They're very even. So I'm going to just try every other. Oh, but I want, okay, every other. The Simply Scored tool, I don't use it often, but when you need it, you're glad you have it. So of course I have 3. It's okay. I guess I have a problem. I do have a problem, but it's great if you're having a class and everybody needs to score. Then you need 3, you guys. Don't judge me. You think I earn these trips to places I can't go? Oops, my finger moved that. No, I pretty much just buy the trips because I spend a lot of money. Who the heck has 3 score pass Simply Scored tools? Okay, so is that about right? Let me see how that works. Does that look about right? You know what? I think they're scored on every one. Do you think that would be too much? Nope. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do every one. Really? Every one? Huh. No, let's leave it like that for now. And if I think it's not enough, then I'll go back and do more. And it looks to me like, no, it's like that. Okay. So I cut this piece, 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to tape it on top of the base. I didn't feel like scoring the actual base. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't want the score lines to be seen in here. So I did an extra layer, and we're going to tape that on the front. So let's do that now, or I'll lose it. You know me. Oh, people are saying things. Okay, the struggle is, it is, I know. Oh, you don't have a trimmer? Really, Trina? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Easy to trim. Yeah, yeah. I've seen that done before, but then I forgot to use it. Does make for a nice background. Give her a pass. I say I'm not buying a set, and then shortly after that, yeah. Sorry, Jennifer. Bad influence on people, I know that. But hey, that's a two-way street. You guys post stuff, and then I end up buying things that I can't resist because I saw one nice sample with it. So I'm sorry. All right, are you still in focus? Are you going to be in focus? Yes, okay. All right, so there's our first step. Now, they have cut out a ticket out of Sahara sand using this big bad boy. So I am going to go over to my... Oh, there goes my back. That I should have zigged when I zagged there. Okay. So we're going to cut this out. Now, I'm going to show you, for any of you who are popping in for the first time and never seen this show before, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, welcome. Third of all, here's a little Tamara tip. Okay. So this is an example of when you run your die through, you don't want to run it through the machine straight. Why? I hear you cry. You know why, if you've seen me before. The rollers, if you put it in straight, the rollers are just going to hit this one spot. So here it goes. It's going to go roll, 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 ka-thunk. Roll, 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 ka-thunk. And that's not good. Not only does it put more pressure on your dies, it's putting a lot of strain on your machine, and it warps your plates. So you know those, how warped our plates get? That's a big contributing factor to it. So instead of putting it through straight like this, you're going to put it through at an angle. So you're going to hear the difference. Again, if this is your first rodeo, this will be new to you, but for the rest of you, it's old. So listen. Here comes the ka-thunk. Okay, that was a ka-thunk. Right? Ka-thunk. That's hard on everything. So we put it through at an angle. The rollers now are going gently as it comes along. So now listen to the difference. If we put it in an angle, there's no ka-thunk at all. Hi, Donna. So that's how, whenever you have a die with straight edges, a square, a rectangle, anything like that, you want to put it through your machine at an angle if you can. There's your tip for the night. Okay, so that is this piece a cutout. Now, I need to cut out more. I need one in this and one in white, and they both have to be stamped first in, well, this card maybe doesn't get to take that long. Okay, first we're going to stamp it in Misty Moonlight. I think I need a bigger one. Yep, I need my bigger block. Okay. And because it's photopolymer, I need my foam pad. Okay, so we're going to stamp this on Misty Moonlight, on Misty Moonlight. Ah, love it. Love me a good crisp image. Ah, kind of love it. All right, so now we need to cut that out with this, I think. Let me just double check my photograph here. I love casing the catalog. Why reinvent the wheel? All right, so yes. It's the same thing. I don't, can you see that okay? Let's go over here. I could use my small machine for this one, but all right, so we're gonna line that up as best we can. Hope it doesn't move. My bottom plate is a little bit warped, so a little trick. Little tip, might have a drawer full of post-it notes, used and otherwise. You can use washi tape, you can use painter's tape. I'm just going to slam a post-it note there just to keep it in place while I run it through with the top plate. I didn't put that through as an angle. Did you catch me do that? I just told you to run it through at an angle and I didn't. Shame on me. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. There's the blue one. Okay, and now here's the white one. We'll put this one through at an angle. Oops, moved it. Okay. So yeah, this set isn't one that I gravitated towards at all. I don't, like I say, it was too American for my liking. But Tracy pointed out, okay, like this paper, now they say there is white in it, but it's not white enough to actually look good with white. But she just told me about half an hour ago, vanilla. You need to go with vanilla on these on the designer paper. But if you look at this, there's a couple of pieces that you can cut out with the dies. The dies work on these, or you can fussy cut like Tracy and I like to do. But look at these ones. So this is a good sheet that I hadn't realized before. Go team. So this could definitely be used, yeah, for a team card, right? If you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or if you run a business and you have a team. So you can fussy cut those, and these, you know, can be cut out with our dies. So thanks for pointing that out to me, Tracy, because I hadn't actually looked at it that hard, because I just hadn't. Because that class didn't need to be prepped by today. All right, so that is that. Now what? Where's my picture? So I've got the blue and the white and that. Now this one, they have cut out the stars out of the middle of this. So this one's gonna go, oh, I thought they had torn it, but they didn't. So this is perforated. I mean, you could rip this apart if you wanted to. But they have then taken the star dies. And how did we do that? They have done, I'm trying to find the orientation that they use, because I want to do it exactly like they did, because that's the way I am. Sure, let's just go somewhere around here. I want it to be high enough that's not going to be covered up. Okay, so let's do this. Oops, okay, that's fine. No, well, we'll see, Donna. It's okay. Not everything is going to appeal to everybody. Now, I kind of want to save these, but I kind of don't. And they're stuck to my thing anyway. So, get your pokey tool. And that's because this is so well loved. They're all stuck. Okay. I'll just put them over there for now. All right, get off here. All right, that's that. Now I'm going to need the number 1 cut out of Bumblebee. So here's another die that says number 1. So while I'm here, I'm just going to do all this die cutting here. That's the number 1. Oh, how fun is that? Okay, and then here's the number on the 1. Oh, Lord. Stuck to my tray. Now I need to, I think I'll do the cheater way on this. What I mean by that is I'm going to punch out a 1-inch circle with my old retired 1-inch circle punch, if I can find it. Okay, how about a 3/4 inch circle punch? I'm going to punch out white. I'm sure I have some white around here somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to do white. And that's not going to be big enough, I don't think. I think I need the 1-inch. And nerds. Okay, there's my 1-inch. 1 1/4. It's too big. Oh, fine. You're going to make me walk all the way over here. Okay, hang on. Don't go away. My old retired punches are way over here. And I have to find the 1-inch. Lord help me. 1-inch, where are you? Oh Lord. Seriously, where are all my 1-inch punches? One and a quarter. 1 3/8. I don't know where a 1-inch punch is. 1 1/8. Get smaller. Okay, let's try 1 1/8 because I don't know where my 1 1/4 is. Hopefully this will fit. Good Lord. It's been really good, my back. Thank you, Deb, for asking. It's been really good lately, for the most part. It tweaks every now and then. But was that? Okay, it's making me angry now. Okay, what I'm going to have to do now is run my one through. I don't know where a 1-inch punch is. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this through in the white. Yeah, it's been good. When I went to the chiropractor last week, he said, I've never seen you looking like this good. Your back has never been this good when I've seen you. I said, well, that's because I only come to see you usually when I'm broken. But I'm trying to be more proactive, and I try to go to him now when I'm not broken. Okay. So it's been good. All right, and then I need a little banner in vellum. This. Oh, is that what that is? I'm like, why is there a little table? It's not a table. Looks like a table to me. What the heck? Where does that go? Oh, that goes here. Okay, this is the end. Okay, all right. Okay, like this. I thought it was a little bench. It's not a little bench. Don't judge me. All right, judge me. Okay. I can take it. All right, so I'm going to punch these little guys out of vellum, and then I think that's it for die cutting, which is good because it's already 7:26. Oh, no, it's not. There's more die cutting. Wait, there's more. Okay. So that's done out of vellum. Pop that out. Pop out those. Okay, really? Why not just make it one die? Why do they have to do this to me? Okay, and then, what else have we got? Okay, so on the white piece, the white die, this one here, which is like this, they've done little hashes like this. So it's going to look like a baseball stitching or something. All right, that goes that way, and this goes this way. So these are just going to cut little slits, she said, confidently. Okay, nobody move. Don't move. Slam it down. Move the punch. And hope that it didn't move. Put my dice away, Jennifer. Do you even know me? Donna, it's going to be a Father's Day card. Put my dice away? Well, you're bossy. I don't know. See, so now it made these little cuts. That's cool, right? Okay, like my dies are away. What are you talking about? That was pretty good for me. And, okay, so who said yesterday I need a tray? I need one of those magnetic trays. I have one. It just has all my blocks in it. So this is a magnetic tray where your dies will stick to it. Like, okay, so ideally, like, anyway, it's magnetized. So your dies don't get lost. Anyway, it's holding some of my blocks right now. I have them. I just don't use them. Okay, now we're ready to stamp and assemble. That wasn't so bad. But I lost my slipper. Oh, they're way over there. Lost my slippers looking for my punch. Okay. All right. It's okay, Jennifer. My dies are in there, all safe and cozy. Okay. Now, let's bring in our pieces. I don't know why. It said, let me just read these instructions again. Instructions. Clear emboss over the greeting for a subtle UV effect. I don't know what that means. Okay. Use the star die as peek-through layer vellum behind. Oh, you want vellum behind the little peekaboo window. Okay. I got vellum. Okay. And then it says use scoring to all with 1/4 inch increments. You see? I was right. Every other, yeah. Go me. I'm so good. Huh. Look at that. I love it when I'm smarter than I think I am. Okay, I need a sip of coffee. I need a sip of something right now. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, Chris. They're being mean to me. Donna, off to your island. What else we got? Okay, so Chris is in the house. Oh, what are you screaming, Jennifer? No, I'm not putting my dies away. Oh, well, that's okay, Wendy. I've got an hour, so this is not one that I would normally do myself. I can't do it, Nikki. No, I have to have control. The recipes. Sharon's asking where the recipes are. Sharon, if you go into, when you log in, go into happening now, current promotions. No, happening now, catalogs. And then when you go into, when you see the catalog for this catalog, there is a space that says catalog recipes. And there's another one that says, I think, catalog pictures or something. But it's in there. Okay. Now we assemble. Okay, I'm seeing now my phone is dinging. I got all kinds of things going on and I lost my base. There's my base. Okay, so here we go. We've got our base. We have this thing. Then we have this guy, but he needs a little piece of vellum behind him. So let's cut off a little chunk about this size. Okay, so if that's going to be like that, sure. So I'm going to tape him down. Look at that. Pretty good, eh? Not bad, Tamara. Okay. Go like this. I'm going to secure this with some tear and tape. Print order? I thought it was print order. What does that mean, Donna? I don't understand. I thought it was print order. I know that's spell check. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say. All right, so there we go. We got vellum behind our little stars. Then that's going to go here. There's some ribbon in behind there. Okay, what's going on with this thing? How the heck? What the? Come on. Who's got time to be gluing that kind of stuff together? Okay, that's just going to annoy me. Okay, I lost my hashtag. Here it is. Number 1. All right, so this guy wants some glue, I guess, for finding the recipes. I thought it was print. Oh, in the print lab, you mean? No. Log in. Do it, Donna. Try to find it. Log in. And you go into happening now, catalogs, and it'll be beside the catalogs there. Okay. All right. I don't really understand this, but anyway. Okay, there's my banner. So that's going to go there. And then we're going to have the number 1. And they're going to have to piece into here just to annoy me. Because again, who's got time for that nonsense? I guess I do. So we're going to go like this. We're going to put the hashtag in the little hole. I'm pretty sure that life is too short for this, but I'm doing it anyway because I have still 27 minutes to go. And I'm going to sandwich this with my tear and tape. And because this card will be for my father, it will be worth it. But I will make one. Okay, so there's the number 1 is in there, and it's going to sit in there. And then this is going to say, oh, this is cute, you guys. It's cute. I love it's the color that I love. Okay, so I'm going to need to bring in my stamp set, which I've lost. Yes, I have. There it is. Most valuable dad. I got the best dad. We call him Papa now. I used to call him Pa. Now I call him Papa because he's my grandfather. Most valuable dad. And then Happy Father's Day. Okay. Now I'm thinking that they're referring to covering the stamped image in the clear embossing powder, so it gives it texture. So why the heck not? I can do that. We got time. So I'm going to bring in my, everybody likes heat embossing, so I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy, which we don't sell anymore, which is kind of crazy, but anyway. You could use a dryer sheet. This is just to take the static off of your cardstock and get rid of any of your oily fingerprints before you emboss it. So you don't get any rogues flecks of embossing powder where you don't want it. So I'm going to grab one of my spoons, get that all ready to go. So here they're stamping Most Valuable Dad in Misty Moonlight. Although it really does look to me to be Night of Navy, but if this is nice and juicy, or golden, it doesn't look so juicy to me. Needs to be juicy. So I'm going to grab my re-inker. And I'm going to add a little bit more ink to it. So if you've never re-inked an ink pad, you just want to squiggle it fairly evenly. You should go corner to corner, but really I don't stamp corner to corner, so I'll just do it in the middles. In the middle, not the middles. There's only one middle. And then I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to kind of spread it around like I'm icing a cake. So I'm pushing the ink into the pad a little bit. I don't want it to, oh, I have, oh, okay, and on my last baby wipe. I don't want it too juicy, I don't want it too dry, and I'm just going to wipe off the back of my spoon. Yeah, I don't use glitter. Glitter's not okay around here. Alright, so now I'm going to try to ink it up and see if I have some scrap paper. Let's just see where we're at for juicy level. Because for this, you want it to be juicy. And it still isn't. So you know what? I'm just going to add a titch more. I want it really wet so that it's going to hold the embossing powder. Okay, let's see if that's now too juicy. I'm not going to push it in. There we go. Like that. Ah! That was close. Oh, a few sprinkles fell out. Okay, hang on. Back in there. I just dropped my number 1 in there. Okay. This is why we don't like to leave our embossing powders open. Okay, let's try this now. We're going to come in here. I need to see my picture again. Most valuable dad. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up. That is pretty juicy. And it is going to go right about, no, I can see the ink was pooling in a weird way there. So we're going to go here and I'm going to hold it. And then I'm going to quickly, why is the lid not on my glue? Okay, now it's still wet. I'm going to dip it in the embossing powder. Not great. I don't know if you can see, the M isn't as coated as some of the, you can see the glitter, or not the glitter, but the embossing powder on it. So the M isn't as good as the rest, but that's okay. There's a few little flecks elsewhere. So I'm going to grab where I can see some embossing powder where I don't want it to be. I'm just taking a dry, you take a Q-tip. I'm getting blue where I don't want it. It must be on my thumb. You can just flick it away with a Q-tip or a paintbrush. This one's clear, so it's not a big deal. And it bothers me that there's blue on it, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to grab my heat tool. Sorry for the noise. Oh, Lord, Debbie, I don't know what you're saying there. Okay, I would have done that on camera, but I didn't. So now it's just a little bit shiny. There's a bit of texture to it now. And they've probably done the same thing on the Happy Father's Day. I'm not too sure. We'll see. So that was in the Misty Moonlight. And then I've got the Sahara Sand, where they've done the Happy Father's Day, which I thought I put on a block, but I have lost. There it is. Let's see if this is juicy. It doesn't look very juicy. And I really could just skip this step. Oh, that's not dark at all. Good Lord. I need to take a day and re-ink everything. Okay. I usually do that over Christmas break. Oh, wow. Okay. This guy's thirsty. And it looks like this might be this can't be an old ink. I see, it looks like it's foaming, so that leads me to think that this is one of our older ink reinkers, but I just went through them all. And it is not an old one, so it must have the defoaming agent in it. Okay, curling schedule. All right, that's what I thought. I saw something weird and I went, okay, that's not for me. Okay, so it's very juicy now. And what the heck, we'll try it with the embossing powder again, because it's really wet now. Happy Father's Day. Oh, it's crooked. Oh, Tamara. Oh, and it's too juicy. So the key is that you want to dip it into the powder while it's still wet. But that's too gloopy, and I really don't care for that at all. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. It soaked into the paper too fast. That was a fail, that one. And I kind of want to redo this whole piece, but alas, we'll keep going. And I'll just fix it later, because you know me. All right, so now we're just assembling the last little bits, and then we're done this card, I think. So we've got this piece. I think that looks like it's on dimensionals. So it's going to be. Put him up on dimensionals. Oh, and there's some yellow stars I didn't cut out. Okay, I see them peeking. All right, so there we go. Like that. Now this I will tape down flat. See, now I got embossing powder everywhere. I hate when it sticks to my stamps. What am I doing now? Tape. I'm going to take this off so that it can be used to stick down too. You don't want to put adhesive over the vellum because you'll be able to see it through. I'll add a little bit here. Just, you don't want to see it through those stars like that. Okay, so this is going to go over here. My tape is over the side. That's okay. I'm just rolling it back. Okay, so that's going to go somewhere down like this. Over here. Like, I'm quite literal. I try to do it exactly like they do. Okay. Then the most valuable player. This is going to go over here. The most valuable dad, I mean. So that one's going to go like that, and over here like that, and up here like that. But how can that be? Oh, because that's up too high. All right, well, we'll do it like that. And then over here, it's supposed to be down there. Like that. Sure. How about like that? Okay, then we got the number 1. Looks like it could be popped out. They've done a little bit of this. So, oh, and then my little banner. Good Lord. So that's going to go here, and that's going to go here. Okay. I'm going to take the top off this. Stick it to the banner. Somewhere around like that. Like that. And that's going to go there. Now they have put some twine behind it, which I don't love that look, so I probably shouldn't, but... Oh, especially since it's under here too. Let's try this. It's sticky because of this tape I have here on the back. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I've got my heater on. Sure, let's just do this and cut it off like that. You're number 1. Oh, I get to hide that little splotch there. Okay, so this, how am I going to attach that? Good Lord. Well, okay, focus. I'm going to cement this ribbon down. Got to sandwich it like that, so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. And then I am going to peel this back a bit because I want to put a dimensional here, and the dimensional won't stick to the wax paper. Like that. Well, how cute is that? Oh, I kind of love it. I do kind of love it. And you know what? It's only half an hour. Okay, I got to turn off the heat or I'm going to melt. I know, right? You got to love when you can cover up your thumbprints. Okay, turn that off. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like that I goobed here. So, you know I'm going to have to redo this piece. Should I do it now? Let's do it now. You're not going anywhere, right? Let's do it. Yes, I am that ridiculous. I'm not going to do the embossing powder. And I'm going to push in that ink a little bit more. This will only take a minute. This part won't take long at all, she said confidently. Like that. Okay, you get to go away now. You can go away. So this one I'm going to cut out with this. And then I'm going to cut out little hashtags. Restamp it. Don't you hate when that happens, though, when you're so close to being done and the last thing you stamp screws it all up? Which is exactly what happened. Forgot to run it through at an angle. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, then I'm going to do these little hashtags. Which direction do they go in? This one goes this way, and this one goes this way. Don't go away. One goes that way. And once you've made one and you know how it goes, the next ones go faster. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to stamp it. How does that go again? Here we go. Most valuable dad. Right there. Yeah, I'm not a huge sports gal either, but my dad watches sports. I don't know. It's not about me, it's about the recipient. And if he likes sports, then I'll give him a sports card. Okay, so I'm just going to push this ink into the pad a little bit so it's not quite as gloopy. And I'm going to give this a... I've got a whole bunch of embossing powder on it now, which irritates me. Okay, let's see if that's better. Yep. Okay, let's try to get it straight this time, first of all. Happy Father's Day. Much better. Yep. The embossing powder was not required. And now I'm happy. And look, that's now 7:48. So that took, what, 3 minutes to redo it? See what happens when I don't use my silicone mat? Oh, I tore it. Nope, I didn't. Sticky stuff, man. Can you get up there? Oh, and then, but it also had some stars. It had some... Has a couple little yellow stars. Why not? I have time. Where's my piece of bumblebee gone? Bumblebee, there you are. Okay. You could stamp the, no you couldn't. It would blend in too much. So... go. Couple of stars. A little bit of glue. See, Donna, they only have 2 stars. That's not okay. 1. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. Put 1 over here. We know the rule of 3s. You can't have 2 stars. You could also use there's coordinating resin stars that come with this suite. Two. And a little bitty guy over here. I like this card a lot. A lot. A lot. Look at that. It is adorable. Okay, this guy needs to be tapped down though. Hang on. He needs another dimensional. So for anybody who makes cards and sells them, you know, in stores or somewhere else, this is a great set to have. You know, you might want to consider, if you got this bundle, you could do commissioned work for the community baseball team or something. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to get that out. The reason I'm doing this, I had to take that wax off, is because, like I said, the dimensional won't stick to the wax paper. So I had to take that off. That was the hard way to do it. But that would, I mean, who wouldn't pay $4 for that card? Oh, it's so cute, you guys. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. Ta-da! $7.52. You don't sell your cards, Valerie. Maybe you should. Oh, envelope. Donna, we have time to do an envelope. I did my envelopes for the other cards, gals. I did them. Oh, this is going to be fun. What can I do? A banner. It's too big of the banner. I could do, those are I can do stars. That's all I can do. Stars. Stars, stars, stars. Should I do them in Bumblebee or in blue? No, let's do them in the blue. I like this card. Did I mention that? I like it. I like it a lot. Stars, 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 stars. A little ombre effect going on there. On the inside, I'm not going to do a liner. Okay, that's the bonus of photopolymer, is you can go back in and try to get it. Hang on, close enough. I should be doing this on my foam sheet, but I'm not. Like that. Like that. I love this card. I love it. This is a, this is a $55.75 card. But I think I would like to make a number of them. There. I like it. I'll use this to make thank you cards for my son's hockey coaches. Just make it the colors of the hockey jersey. Brilliant idea. And I just wouldn't do the hashtags then, Tracy. This makes it very baseball-y, right? Those little, that's the lace for on the baseballs. But I love it. Yeah. 7:53. Okay. What else can I tell you about? I'm thinking maybe next week we might try this, the Soaring Swallows. Because I really, really want to have a go at this. And if it punches all those pieces out in one pass. Let me look at this. Hang on. Let's take a little gander together. Where are my little swallow buddies? I saw you earlier. Swallows. Oh, wow. Grassy Grove. They were here. I saw them. Soaring Swallows. There they are. Just look at these dies. See, look, you know what? It cuts out all of these at once. In groups. So I can tell right now, this is cut, that's cut, this is a group of 3, cut. I'm going to run it through the die. I'm going to run it and I'm going to show you. So it's not going to be as horrible. It's not going to be as complicated as one would think. Hang on, let's do this together. And maybe we'll do this card next week. I love the projects at the back of the book. They're a little bit more to my liking. Okay, so as I thought, yes, look at this. Too bad it's $7.55. So yeah, it cuts out those two. That little gaggle right there, and then singles. So yeah, I'm gonna have to glue these on with glue dots. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. Yay! I'm excited for that one. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go back to my cards for this. Donna's talked me into doing a 4th card. I just have to decide if that's going to make the price of the cards only $40 or not. How about $37.50? Split the difference. We're going to do these 4 cards. Haven't tried to do a recipe yet. Maybe this week's challenge. There you go, Donna. Do it. We just forget about those card ideas in the back. I know, but they're the best. Look at these ones. Like even this one, I struggled all day to come up with my tulip cards. Well, this one, I wanted to do something with stamping, just to show people how to use the stamp set. And this is what I was trying to do, but I couldn't get there on my own. But now that I see it here, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that would have been easy. Anyway, so that's a beautiful card. I love this card. So if you look at the swallows on page 46, it didn't blow my hair back at all. I was like, yeah, no, what do I want with this bird? I love swallows, but they look kind of creepy to me. Like, I just don't think that the line art bird goes with these dies. And I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. And then I saw this sample. I'm like, oh, I need that. They're just really pretty stepped up ones. Here's another one with a slimline graduate card. Yeah, so different ideas at the back. I mean, my books, you can see the cover's even off mine just because I flipped through it. Look at the different colors for the ladybugs. That's done in pink. That's so simple. That is the quickest, easiest card. I could probably crack that off in 7 minutes. Not even kidding. They're getting a little crazy with the enamel dots there. I would stamp those or use sequins. But yeah, lots of great ideas at the back of the book. So don't forget that. It's a great resource. Haven't found the recipes on the website yet. Christine. Okay, let's do it together. Christine, log in. Stampin' Up. Okay, so you log into the demonstrator website. You have to be a demonstrator. Log in. Happening now. Catalogs. And then you scroll down. The first catalog on the left says mini catalog. January to June mini catalog. There's a US PDF, Canadian PDF, Canada French PDF, and then it says January to June 2022 mini catalog resources. And under that it says January to June 2022 mini catalog sample recipes. Click on that. I would share my screen, but I don't know how to, so I'm not going to. Good luck on that. Okay, so that's where the recipes are. Now, the recipes don't tell you dimensions. They just tell you what products are used, and you cannot share those with non-demonstrators. Like, you can't print that out because they're not to Stampin' Up's quality standards. It is a reference for demonstrators. So you can tell your people, but you can't print that document out and give it to them. So just a little FYI on that one. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we're going to do these 4 cards. $37.50 if you want the cards only. How's that for a deal? Have to register, though, by noon Thursday. It's $7.59. I'm going to go get something to drink and hang out with my people. Oh, don't forget, if you played last night for Mystery Card Monday, you have until midnight tomorrow night to put in your entry for the Mystery Card Monday cards. And I'm doing a draw from everybody who posts their card in my thread. I'm doing a draw for the Island Vibes celebration set. So you have until midnight tomorrow. I'll do the draw on Thursday. And I think that is about it. I have card class on Friday for those who registered for my, which card class is it that's coming up? We did In the Moment. Oh, it's coming up. This one. Happy and Heartfelt. So that's coming up Friday night for anybody who's registered for that. And there's quite a few people. So I'll see a lot of you Friday night. The rest of you will see Monday for Mystery Card Monday. Have a fabulous rest of your week. And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.